I'm Holly Proctor. I'm the publisher of Inside Singletree magazine. Today I'm here with Andy Odie, our video hostess and a broker with Live Sotheby's International Realty, and with Jarrett Osborne, the owner of Riverwalk Wine Spirits. Today we are celebrating fall. The leaves are at their peak. The sky is blue. Football season's here. So Jarrett, tell us what's hot.
Well, we'll focus on football season first because it means beer. Let's call it like it is. And of course, we've got our regular beers, Budweiser, Coors, Modelo, Corona, all those sort of things. But we've started next to my favorite section in the beer catalog is our craft beer cooler. Year-round, it's full, 8 beautiful doors. Of course, this time of year, we're going to concentrate on extra Oktoberfest and a lot of pumpkin beers. And the pumpkin beers in particular, about 8 years ago, it was try at your own risk, and now we've got 12 or 13 different beers. Oh, they're beautiful. The craft beer guys have just nailed it. There's pumpkin essence, not pumpkin beers. Right. So good beers all the way around.
All right, I love that. Essence of beer. Okay.
Sure. You can be a little bit pretentious with beer, not a lot pretentious. Trust me on this one, Andy.
Okay, well that's this section. We have a lot more sections, or several of them, I should say, for us to go explore.
Let's do that.
Okay. All right, Jarrett, I know this is popular for so many people, the bourbon section.
We are in a golden age of bourbon. The bad news is, with its popularity, we can't get a lot of the old school ones that have been around forever, these higher end ones. And when we do, we get them to our locals at a fair price. And we're talking about the Wellers, the Pappy Van Winkles, some of the Blands, the crazy ones like that, sort of trophy bourbons, but they back them up. But one thing we are real happy with is we've been able to keep Buffalo Trace in for quite some time. We got one of our old barrels here when we get a barrel in of it. But this is good old Buffalo Trace. We've got their bourbon cream in this time of year. Use it kind of like a Bailey's. Maybe spike your coffee in the afternoon, the evening, or just sip it over the rocks. And we have so much fun with our little bitty bottles of Johnny Walker Blue. I know I switched to Scotch from bourbon. Don't worry, I know Johnny Walker's
It's still
Scotch.
brown.
It's still a brown liquor, exactly. So the big old bottle of Blue Label, you lose a bet of Johnny Walker Blue, we've got a little bitty mini of it for you, just to get you off the hook.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Perfect. All right, well, lots of varieties around.
Only about 300 more bourbons in the store.
That's right, just a sample of the Buffalo Trace. Okay, here we are in the French region here of your store.
And Andy, we make it easy. We just call it by the country. So we're in France, as far as we're concerned. Our own little version of it. We're going to talk about the different regions, and one of my favorite regions, the Rhone region. So if we make this France,
here we go.
Nice and simple. Paris is here, Champagne's just up here. Bordeaux comes in here. Burgundy does this, and the Rhone is down here, almost down to the coast, okay? And the Southern Rhone in particular is Côte de Rhone. So medium wines, as we call them, in between Pinot Noir and Cabernet. A lot of Grenache, some Syrah and Mourvèdre go in there as well. And we just love our Côte de Rhones. Year round, they start about the $12, $13 range. They go up to just about $20. And everyone's a little bit different blend, a little bit nuances, differences in each one. But they're all collectively just big berry fruit, but earthiness on them. Lamb, they hold it to a steak if necessary, pizza night. So they're my favorite wines. They're the most versatile. And then we can walk in back in a minute and go to the singular regions in there, the Gigondas and the Châteauneuf-du-Pape.
I love it.
Fun to say as well.
Okay, speaking of fun to say, okay, I know that you have your sommeliers. Oh my gosh, okay.
Not bad.
I know what they
So sommelier,
I know what they are.
And
Thank you.
I butcher the French language a little bit also, so no shame there. That term gets thrown around a lot. There's a specific program you go through to use that term. I'm a second level sommelier. You may have heard of master sommeliers. They are the fourth level. We're lucky enough to have a few in our valley that consult with us in other places. We have several guys in the store that are certified sommeliers. 2 of us are the second level. A few of us are the first level. Trent, our general manager, has gone through a different program, the WSET program. So there are a lot of programs out there. What matters is we're real happy with our wine knowledge here in the store.
They know you know your wines. That's the important part. Perfect.
Well,
Take us to another region.
Well, we're going to stay in the same general region.
Okay.
This is the fun part. This is the fun part about France and Europe in general, is the regions. I'm going to scoot you just a little bit more, Andy. So we go back to France, and now let's say this is the Southern Rhone, okay? And this is France. And within the Southern Rhone, there are little bitty sub-regions. Châteauneuf-du-Pape is the king. Gigondas is, we'll call it the queen then, for lack of a better term. And what I tell people is when you say, okay, Colorado is great for skiing. France is great for wine. Eagle County is great for skiing. Rhone is great for wine. Now we're at Beaver Creek. Okay, that's more specific and even better, General. Now, where on Beaver Creek are you going to ski? Well, I'm not going to tell you where I ski, where the best powder is, but let's call it Grouse Mountain. Grouse Mountain's better skiing than Hay Meadow. And that's how the regions are in the Rhone Valley. I always use that analogy. You can go 3 miles and the grapes grow better there.
Yep.
Look at our valley.
Yep.
Got aspen trees over here and sagebrush 3 miles that way. So it's the same idea in a valley, in the Rhone Valley, in the Rhone region. So we've got Chateauneuf de Pape, the Saints of Frane. We always keep 4 or 5. We keep some higher ends in the back cabinet. Those are the same blends, Grenache and Syrah generally. Usually about 60-70% Grenache. Big, meaty. They go with venison and elk. Hunting season, Andy.
Yeah.
It's still steak wine.
I don't hunt, but I do eat
We all
the
know
meat.
hunter friends, though, don't we?
Okay. I love the elk and venison and such.
I do too.
Okay.
These are perfect accompaniments to those dishes.
Yeah, great. Thank you for sharing that.
Wow, what a tour. I feel like I've just come back from France.
Thanks for joining us. A quick trip, I hope.
Thank you so much. A great little escape.
Yes, and love the map. Okay,
the map.
love the map. Power
Use
to
your
the
hand as
map.
a map if necessary. I allow you.
Yeah, I love that. And now, thank you too. And
Thank you, Andy.
I am going to check out here after we are
staples
done
also.
on here. So for a closing gift on a client. So
Fantastic.
love all
Thank you.
your variety. And
Thank
support.
you, Jared. Really appreciate the
Holly.
tour. It's a great time of year to be trying a few new things. So thank you for some introductions. And Andy, as always, thank you for leading our tour.
Yep, thank you. Up we go.